Welcome back, guys. I don't know if you figured it out by me pulling in the driveway, but today we're going to be building by hand a 3-inch cat back exhaust. Like I said, by hand. What this entails is I'm going to have to go out to my old exhaust system, cut off all the hangers. I got a pipe over there that I bought from Summit Racing. I'm going to have to weld flanges to it, the hangers to it, cut and weld the bends into it because I don't have a pipe bender. So it should be fun. Let's see what we got going. Come on. Here is 7.5 foot of 14 gauge stainless steel that's aluminized from Summit Racing, all for about $57. It is very simple. It's just a pipe, so I will have to put all the trimmings on it. First step is getting this car up on jack stands. Alright, so I got the car in the air as high as I could get it. Purpose for that is when I cut the original exhaust, I left part of the flange that I couldn't get off on the car. So I gotta cut that off. And I gotta measure where all the pipe's gonna go, where I'm gonna need bends. I got a notebook, I'm gonna write that down. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. The part that I still gotta cut off. Well, let's see if I can get up under here. This camera. Alright, so the lighting under here is terrible, but as you can see, that's where it's cut off. So I gotta get the head of that bolt out of the catted resonated pipe, get that flange off because I'm gonna have to probably reuse it, at least parts of it, to build my pipe from there all the way back. All the way back. I know my camera skills are terrible under here. But I'm probably gonna cut that off camera in case I die or get hit by that bolt. But I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. Alright guys, I know you guys can't see me. I'm standing behind the camera, but I had to put you guys in the doorway of the scales house because the wind out here is so bad. But this is that's the maintenance hatch there. I gotta pull it and drop down in there, and it's gonna be pretty cold. Then I'll pull the car over me by hand with it in neutral and start cutting and measuring. And what you guys won't be able to see up here, I'll take some video with my phone so you can see while I'm in the so-called pit. Alright, so it's been about a half hour. I was finally able to get the old flange out. I know it looks rough, but I'm going to clean it up. Problem is I still got one more bolt under there I got to get out, and I'm exhausted. Alright guys, so far I got the flange out. Flange, whatever. Got that part out. There's still a bolt stuck in there. I'm gonna worry about that later and start fabricating up the exhaust, get it mocked up, because I gotta order a new donut seal and a new bolts for it anyway. So let's get to it. Alright guys, we're here in the far barn. I had to go pick up a saw blade for my miter saw to cut steel. From here, I'm gonna get that blade switched out. Then we're gonna start measuring, cutting on the pipe and mock it up to the car. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I got the blade on the miter saw changed out, so the next step will be measuring this pipe. I'm going to measure it at 41 inches. It is the longest run of straight pipe we're going to get. So that's where I'm going to begin. So let me move this guy. Alright, so this is the original flange from the car. That is where it's going. So I don't know if you guys can see pretty much how much of a gap I'm going to get all the way around this thing. I'm thinking about even maybe just dropping the whole thing in there like so and tacking it up, because I don't think I'll have a problem with that. I think that might be the easiest way to do it. But first, I gotta take this piece back to the garage and grind all that tape off. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright guys, I'm not gonna weld this on camera because I don't want to screw up my lens, but I will show you guys what it looks like after I weld. Alright guys, since I got the flange actually tack welded onto what's going to be the 3-inch exhaust all the way back, it's now time to get this car up off the ground. Hopefully it'll get high enough to where I can work under it, get that mocked up, and then map out where I'm going to have to either bend or cut and re-weld to make sure it fits. So let me get this car up in the air, and then I'll take you guys under the car and show you what I'm talking about.
Show me the truth. Told me to listen up, so I listened up. But I'm still sitting here fisting cup. Told me to listen up, so I listened up. Yeah. I'm picking up the pieces, I'm trying to fix my mind. Outside I'm looking strong, but man I'm weak inside. Standing by God, no longer claim that I can battle on my situation. So I push my pride aside, I hit the bottom many times. This feel like home to me. So if this is how it's supposed to be, I'ma grind from the bottom to the top without anybody noticing. Silently progress when I make.
Alright guys, this section of pipe will work. I just gotta finish welding it. And then I can go on to the next step. Alright guys, it's been a few minutes. I showed you guys, I didn't do it on camera because there's a lot of welding and I don't want to damage the lens. But I'll show you guys what I got so far. So far I've used almost all 7.5 feet of this pipe. And yes, it's just hanging there. As you can see, that's pretty much what I've come up with. 3 inch. It's all the way back. It'll come up right under next to the rear diff. But I want it to flare out to the left and flare out a little bit once I get to the bumper. Right now, most of that's just tack welded together. But once I get it all tacked up, I'll show you guys what it looks like before I actually start grinding it. Alright guys, it's been a minute, but I got the exhaust all the way welded. Just gonna grind it. I had to extend the pipe in this section because I miscounted by 14 inches. Just some bends, which are gonna come out the back. We'll be spitting out on the left side, and I'll get it mocked up in there and let you guys see. So it's going to essentially sit just like that. It's going to be pulled up a little higher. I just had to get some string there to hold it where I wanted it. But I got to order the bolts, and then I got to get that one problem bolt out of the flange to the front pipe, and I'll be ready to slap together. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? As you can tell, my face is all sunburnt from the welding yesterday. I'll be fine. It used to happen to me every day. But I wanted to show you guys something. F-col welding, or flux core welding, is very messy. And no matter how good you are, I was a welder for 5 years, no matter how good you are, your welds are going to look like crap. But I want to show you something. As you can see here, these welds don't look pretty. But here, this is what they look like after they're grinded. And the reason I grind my welds to make them kind of disappear is to check with holes. I wouldn't do this if I MIG'd it. I mean, they would have looked prettier anyway, but that middle stage, so I'm almost done grinding that. Final result, gone. So just because it looks like that doesn't mean it's a bad weld.
Work 'em.
so I got the exhaust pipe welded, ground down, and I found one hole. So I came over here, fixed the hole, ground it back down, made the welds disappear essentially. So the next step is to get the car over to the scales house, get underneath it, cut out the rest of that bolt fragment, and then bring the car back over here and get it up on jack stands, get this thing bolted up. That way I can hold it up and figure out where I need to weld on exhaust hangers. I thought I was gonna be able to salvage the old hangers, but they're just far too gone and rusted. I mean, I haven't had an exhaust on the car for almost 2 years, so they just sat in a barn deteriorating, so I'm not gonna use them. I'm gonna custom build some out of whatever I can find on this farm. So let's do it. Sorry about that, guys. My camera died, so this part will be on the phone. What's up, guys? Day 3 of this exhaust build. I don't know if you guys noticed from the previous bit of video and pictures, but I got the exhaust done, welded, mounted the car, hangers tacked up, got the car back on the ground last night, drove down my driveway, which I'll show you this bit of my driveway in a minute, and the exhaust scraped the entire way back to the house, which I figured would happen because it was sitting really low. So I'm out here and I identified the problem. The last angle of pipe was hitting the bash bar on the car, so I couldn't lift it up anymore. So I cut the end out, put it under the car on a jack where it needed to be, cut the end to a, I believe it was 22.5 degree angle, and then tacked it back up, pulled it off, welded it on the car. Or welded the pipe back together. As you can tell, my face is burnt. But anyway, now I gotta grind this weld out, make sure there's no holes in it. As far as I can tell, none of the other welds have holes. So we should be good to go. Once I get done grinding, I'll bolt it back up and then weld up some better hangers. I was using this to make my own exhaust hangers because it had this flared out end, but it turns out this is hollow on the inside, so welding it is very difficult. So I went out in the barn and I found this gem, solid piece of steel. I think it might have been a kickstand at one point, but it's going to be my new set of exhaust hangers. So I know you guys are probably either already gave up watching the video or you're tired of it by now. So I'm just going to turn the camera off, get to work, and since you guys seen me pretty much do everything except weld out here, I'll get it all finished and then show you guys what it looks like on the car. Alright guys, I got the exhaust on the car, the hanger's fixed. I did not grind all my welds on this. I ended up grinding a hole in that section, so I had to patch it. Hangers. As you can see, it's sitting a lot more flush with the bottom of the car. So hopefully I won't scrape it.